Hey, so I want to talk to you guys about jealousy. Now, jealousy is a very natural occurring thing, but when you really start to notice jealousy, it really starts to drag you like really down. It starts to make you feel all these insecurities that just flowing right through your very being. Now, finding a way to block these emotions is really, really difficult, especially with someone in a specific mindset. But it's very important that you do block these unnecessary emotions in order to move forward with your relationships and friendships, etc., in order to make them really secure and keep your bonds, valuable for the rest of the duration of the friendship relationship in general. So the first thing you need to do is identify these jealous feelings that you have because there's different types of jealousy. See, like if you are in a group of friends and people are talking to others except for you in general, you just feel left out, and that's what I have a personal experience with, where I just feel I'm just so insecure that I feel like I'm just a ghost to these people, and that's happened to me quite a few times. But the way to get over that is that you yourself need to be more talkative, and you need to bring up some stuff that will able to communicate with the entire group as a whole with you in it. And the same thing goes for when if you like a guy or a girl and she's talking more with other people instead of to you, and if your best friend is like prefer spending time with other people, you need to engage yourself into the conversation with them. So you need to build your self-confidence and grab the jealousy by the balls. Because jealousy is a byproduct of insecurity and basically low self-worth. You feel rejected, you feel abandoned, but it's not really the case. No matter how gut wrenching it may feel, you're never technically, it's just all in your head. So you need to start making decisions with the best of your confidence, and it'll be able to catch up with your actions, and your jealousy may seem not important anymore. Because you are good enough. Every human is good enough to overcome their insecurities and be the better man or woman. And the most common mistake that people can make when they're overcome with jealousy, and like for example, you're in a group of friends, and again, if they're talking to everyone else except for you, you need to avoid comparing yourself with others. You need to simply be yourself. Because celebrities and even YouTube celebrities, like Hollywood celebrities, they have the exact same things. Even though that they may seem like perfect people on camera, they actually have lives and they have friends of their own and they have their own securities. They're not perfect people. They're what they do on camera in Hollywood, that's just a job. What they do in personal lives, they live like us, they breathe like us, and they have feelings like us. Because just because someone looks great on the outside doesn't mean they're good on the inside. Not all of them. Trust me on that. So the only way to be yourself is bring your own traits and your own personality to the table and let others see that. And if they like to compare with you, then that's how big friendships start. So don't go making up some random shit about yourself in hopes that they will start to like you better, because then eventually as the friendship or relationship goes on, it'll really start because we all wear masks. And so making up all these traits about yourself in hopes that people would like you for that, it won't always end well. So you need to do the opposite of what a jealous person can do. So if someone you like, or if a best friend is going out somewhere with someone else, try recommending good places that they would do, like they would enjoy, like a movie or a good restaurant. And if someone you like or in romantically is talking to someone else, join in on the conversation instead of being an asshole and try to drag her away from that person, because that's just fucking unattractive. And she or he might just end up dumping your ass for that. And if someone manages to get a job that you wanted over you, then you need to congratulate them and don't be a dick about it. No matter how hard it may seem, that's the best way to do it. You need to be the better man and better woman and say, hey, you got the job. Congratulations. Let's move on. There's a lot more opportunities you can get. And paranoia, that's just a regular trait among jealousy. It's not true. Whatever you see, you don't quickly assume it's not really true. And so you will be trapped in a fantasy scenario. And the bad things that you're imagining happen may not be happening at all. See, not only because you're only focusing on one person, and that's the mistake I did. I focused on one person instead of realizing that I have other people that I can count on and talk with. And the more I talked with this person, the more complicated it got, and it all went down the drain. And all of it was completely my fault and not this person's fault. She was the victim and I was the asshole. I was the jerk. Because I put all my time into someone who lived very far away from where I was. And that's the thing about internet friends. I mean, that's another topic that I want to talk about for some other time. And the final thing that you need to do when it comes to jealousy is that you need to find it and let go. Be trusting. And it's a lot easier said than done. Trust me on that. Because if you get jealous really easily, that means your trust has been broken in the past. And maybe somewhere down the line, that's probably what happened to me. But again, different scenarios that led me to what I did. Because if a person in your life has never once disappointed you, that's a person you can really trust. And if there's someone that has repeatedly hurted you, that is hurted. Is that a word? So if someone repeatedly hurts you, that is not someone you want in your life, and you just better cut and move on because you deserve better. Everyone deserves someone better. And when you're assuming too much, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to block all those feelings out, because the main thing you need to do is to listen to your feelings and don't let it overcome the possibilities. So listen to your feelings and make out some things in your head, and you confront a little bit about this and say, hey, I'm feeling a little insecure, and just try to talk politely about these things that you have, because people can help you through it. And I never asked to say, hey, I need help. Like, you're just being more like if you're in a relationship, for example, and you're being more flirtatious to other people than you would like, then rather than assuming the worst, you need to realize that your partner may not be that way at all. However, when it comes to relationships, boundaries need to be set, and you need to work out those boundaries together and as a team, because that's when you're a team in a relationship. You need to set priorities that are comfortable for you and your partner. So ask he or she where you draw the line. Simple as that. Talk it out. Because jealousy, big jealousy, no matter how big or small, will always lead to problems, because you're so insecure, and you, instead of talking about it, you assume the worst. And that's the number one killer in relationships. So talk to your partner, set boundaries, that's all. So you need to have reasonable expectations and about how much time you spend time with someone who that has devoted to you. So if you have a partner or a friend that isn't spending any time with you, that is some area of concern. Because all you can really do is focus all your time and energy in yourself instead of putting it into other people around you. Because you're your own person. You need to take care of yourself instead of worrying about others. So, in the end, jealousy is fear based behavior, and you need to develop an optimistic view of people. And if you believe in someone, believe in them completely. And good people deserve the benefit of a doubt. So, identify, tackle it, and most importantly, be yourself. Be the better person. Because trust is everything in a friendship and a relationship. And if there's no trust, then there is basically nothing. It's an endless void. And if there's no trust, you need to break it off completely and find someone you can put your trust in. And I'm one of these people that need to follow this kind of advice. So don't be like me. Don't be an asshole. And I hope that you will take everything I said here into consideration. My name is Sean Gray, and that's what I have to say about jealousy.